And honestly, at my core, I just want to help people. I want to elevate people into their gift and purpose. I want everyone to know that God has a plan for them and that they were all created to do extraordinary things. It takes extraordinary effort, but you were still created to do something extraordinary. I want to help people not just realize that. I want to teach them it, and I want to help equip them. I want to do all of that because I know how important it is. And that's part of why I fell into media, is because I know that's a proper vehicle to do so. However, and I want to spread love. I don't want to see war. I don't want to see people who are racist and bigoted and homophobic. I hate that crap. I hate all of it. I want people just to feel comfortable being themselves instead of trying to fit into a group. Anyway, but when I go to the alpha hunter, I'm a badass salesperson, because I was like that. I didn't like who I was. No. People didn't like me. So is there a balance? This is my question. Is there a balance of that alpha primal, I'm a hunter-gatherer, I'm going to go out and kill, and I'm going to bring home the sales, or whatever all that crap is. Is there a balance with that in remaining alpha and then also just wanting to spread the love? Is there a balance there?
I like to think so. I like to spread love. I'm somebody who I'm a very inclusive human being who wants everybody to be able to live a safe life filled with doing whatever they get to do, as long as that doesn't hurt other people. But if you stick me in the gym with a pair of boxing gloves, I will kick the bag until my shins bleed. So I think there is a balance of that. But the thing is, this is the hard thing. I think there's a lot of people that talk about, oh, this is an alpha tendency and blah, blah, blah. I just don't think they actually understand what it's like. Because if you're quote unquote alpha and you're not vulnerable, I don't really think you're alpha.
Wow.
I think you think that's what it means. That's not what it means to me.
What does it mean to you?
I think being even that phrase alpha, for me, it's like having the potential but not using it. Having the potential to be extremely hard-headed or whatever, but knowing you don't have to use that all the time. I picture a lion who comes back and then lays down and its partner lays with it. That's what's alpha to me. Having the power, but knowing when to use it. I think if you don't understand that at an awareness level, you see it as something that it's not. That's what I would say.
That's a great answer.
Thank you.
I know I look like a grown-ass man. I'm 43, got a lot of gray hair. But really, I didn't start stepping into being a man until a couple of years ago. I know that sounds insane, but that's just where I was at. Like, I hadn't healed from DID yet. And it's just all over the place. I didn't have emotional maturity. I had emotional intelligence, but I still fall back to old ways. It took a while to rehabilitate my life. It's been a crazy journey. So there's a lot of things that I'm trying to learn how to do. And going back to my wife has taught me how to be a good dad, because I didn't know. I didn't have a good example. A lot of guys my age didn't have a good example of a father figure. So I'm not complaining. And my dad did the best he could. I hated his guts, but now I know he did the best he could with what he had. But I'm so grateful for my wife. She's taught me how to be a good husband, taught me how to be a good listener and a good father. And I love that life, but it's so new to me. So these questions, even about being alpha and knowing when to use my power and when not to, because I don't want to be intimidating. I don't want to be scary. I want bad people to be scared of me.
Of course, but that's the potential.
I don't want anyone else to be scared of me.
Yeah, I would say, see, this is just my perspective. I think you're more alpha now than you were before, because that shows vulnerability. If you and I can get on here and have a real authentic conversation about feelings and fears and scarcity and what scares us and what drives us and our emotions, wouldn't we define that as challenging? Yes. Does that make it alpha? I don't know. I think it makes us brave. And I think that's something to be longed for. That's my opinion.
Dude, I was literally really genuinely excited about speaking with you when this all got first set up. But what I thought I was going to talk to you about, we have absolutely just not talked about.